This is Joshua James, and I'm here with the AU Review.
Welcome to Australia.
Thanks, man.
You've been running around doing a few of your own shows,
Yeah.
performing with Neil Finn.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experiences in the country. We're coming to the end of the adventure.
Oh, man. The experiences in the country have been many and mighty. We have been here for 2.5 weeks. I couldn't really go into all the experiences because we'd be here all day, and we couldn't do that. But we've visited the oceans, walked in the forests, and seen kangaroos. We actually saw 4 kangaroos this morning on our morning jog, which was pretty wild.
Where'd you have a jog this morning?
So we stayed with a guy that we met through a website called couchsurfing.com, if you've heard of it. And he lives at the top of this area called Black Hills in Newcastle, or I guess outside of Newcastle, and lives on a 100-acre plot that he has sheep and such. And so we stayed there, and both mornings saw kangaroos on the run, which is obviously something very different for American boys. So yeah, I mean, there's felt like I came and saw pretty much what I expected and hoped to see. I'm sure there's hundreds of other things to experience in Australia, but yeah, from what we've had thus far, it's been an overall good experience, good trip.
And how have the crowds responded? How have you felt?
Man, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only done one show headlining by ourselves, and the rest have been with Neil. But his crowd is amazing. Like, just very respectful and attentive, and seemingly wanting to connect through music. So it makes it easy to sing. You just go up there and sing for his crowd, and they seem into it.
Did you know Neil's music before you got off the tour?
A little bit. I knew some of the Crowded House stuff. I wasn't too familiar with the Split End stuff or his solo stuff, but I did buy his newest record, Dizzy Heights, before the tour, just to kind of get my head wrapped around what he was doing, hopefully for the live show and such. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of those old Crowded House tunes, and seeing his live show, it just helps to see somebody live. It makes more sense. So having seen him live now, I'm even more curious to kind of revisit some of the older stuff that he's done in the past.
Well, yeah, I was about to say you'd be discovering him every night with the set list he's playing.
Yeah, he plays a long set, and he plays a lot of different songs every night. And he just kind of... and I love that it's not the same thing every night. I love that he just kind of switches it up, and he switches it up on his band. He'll just be like, we're going to do this now, and it's in front of 2,000 people, and I'm going to do this. Here we go, and just goes into it. So
you must take something away from that in terms of, how you treat your shows, even on the night.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, whenever you're out with like an opening, or as an opening band, you kind of learn the crowds are very similar usually, even from city to city, depending on the artist that you're out with. And so you kind of learn to just, they don't like it when you do that, or they like it when you do that. And we just as we're hitting our stride and kind of getting used to it more, the tour is ending. We have one more show with Neil, which is a bummer, but we get to go back home and see our family, so that's good. That's nice.
And Sydney Opera House?
Yeah, Sydney Opera. We haven't played. We play Sydney Opera House tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We haven't played yet. Yeah. So very excited. And what a way to end the tour, to play, such an iconic building, such an iconic place. So we're just... Yeah, I'm kind of taken aback. I don't really know how to deal with it. It's just like, I'm playing the Sydney Opera House. We're going to go in there. Yeah, first time ever to Australia, and first time singing in Australia. Yeah. And singing at the Sydney Opera House. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. Amazed. I'm, flabbergasted. I'm excited. So it's quite an opportunity.
And let's talk about your music, your latest record. Only just recently came out in Australia, but it's been floating around for a while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, we released the record about a year before it came out in Australia, and it's called From the Top of Willamette Mountain. It was recorded with producer Richard Swift in the Pacific Northwest, who is an incredible producer and songwriter in his own right. And yeah, for the live show, we play most of those tunes off that record, and proud of it. It's I can't say that about all the records we've done, but it's one that I can relate to, and the hope is listeners are able to relate to it to some degree.
And this must be now kind of the end of the cycle for that record.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been touring on it for a while now, and plan on making the next record in the next 4 to 5 months. So
that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Have you already written?
Oh yeah, man. There's a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs kicking around for the next record. So we've trying to whittle it down to go into the studio with maybe 17 or 18, and then whittle that down to 10 after we record them, because you never know what's going to come out when you go into the studio. A song is just a skeleton, really, for a producer, I think, and some things take and some things don't, depending on who you're working with. And so excited. I'm just excited to record again. I love recording and the whole process, the creative process, the X factor, the unknown of what's going to come out of it. So yeah, this year is the hope, at least in probably late July, start recording.
Will it be back at home?
Man, no, I don't think so. We're trying. We want to work with Swift again. We really like doing that last record with him, and he just got. He's going out with the Black Keys. So I actually don't even know what part of the band he's going to be, but he's an amazing multi-instrumentalist. So we're just hoping that everything will line up and we're able to do it.